Of course, Jolee. Move your way, please, Mr. Kiska. Thank you. Okay, let's take Jolee with us, and let's take Mission with us. Okay, Jolee, anything else?
Got some.
Oh, sure.
Well, unless you're one of the local species and end up being slaughtered or enslaved, Tatooine's a nice enough desert. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna take him to Dantooine in the end. What the hell?
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coatress?
Jolee? Jolee Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolee?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Melora is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunry would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check it out. We could check into it when we're on Manan next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Well, this was completely unexpected.
Got something?
Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. The man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Okay, let us go. I kind of want to bring Jolee before the Jedi Council. That's the last act I'm gonna do in this video. This segment, I suppose. And let me guess. Griff's not here anymore. Or rather, he has more problems now. Right? Griff! What the hell? Where is Griff? You're that friend of Griff. He gave me a message for you.
I don't like the sound of this.
He told me to tell you that he made a fake room to Origineo. Didn't work out right for some reason. I'm not surprised. Anything else? He told me that Tech Land was ruined and said he wasn't going to stick around and have to face his exchange contact. Did he say where he's going? He hopped on board the Leshel. I don't know where he's heading, but I can't say I'm sorry he's gone. He was one of the worst employees I ever had. He was always on a break, he mixed up orders, and I think he might have been stealing from me. Good riddance. People like Griff, they know how to disappear when they get in too deep. We won't hear from him again anytime soon. Waste of time to even bother looking for him.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
There was one last thing he said to tell his sister goodbye. He's totally sorry. Okay, so is that it? Yes, that is it. Mission's brother is done. Hi, Mission.
Hey there.
Want to talk about your brother?
I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother. More than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
Don't give up on him, Mission. He could still change.
I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
That's a very mature attitude, Mission.
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Hey there. I've made my peace with...
Nope. Okay, so that's it. We're done with her mission. Awesome. Now just one quick flight to Dantooine and we should be done for good. Now because I'm very lazy, I'm just gonna return to the Avon Hawk like this. I'm gonna go to Dantooine. Actually, I'm gonna try speaking with Jolee before I get to Dantooine once more.
Got something.
So when did you go to Kashyyyk?
Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy.
You were adventuring again, I take it? Let me guess, traveling from planet to planet, doing good deeds.
Nothing so extravagant. I merely traveled from place to place. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war. Or worse.
Worse? What could be worse?
If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts.
So that's when you went to Kashyyyk?
Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket.
You survived the crash landing on Kashyyyk.
I'd taken some damage passing through an unexpected asteroid field, as I recall, but I wasn't completely without some systems. I could still guide her a bit when I crashed. It wasn't what I would call the smoothest landing, especially considering I ended up smack at the depths of the Shadowlands. But I lived.
So you didn't just fix your ship and keep going?
I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
So you crashed, and stayed.
Sure, why not? Seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring.
How did you survive in the Shadowlands?
That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you miss the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators.
Couldn't have been easy.
No, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grow accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi.
And the Wookiees didn't mind your presence?
Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
You seemed on fairly peaceful terms with them.
Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first.
You helped them?
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually.
Why didn't you stop the slavery of the... Sounds like you enjoyed being a god.
Nonsense. I had no idea that's what they were thinking for a long time. I just thought they were being friendly neighbors, leaving fruit and such for me. Later, when I started to understand some of their grunting, I realized they would say prayers to the Hairless One before descending into the forest. Hairless One. I used to have plenty of hair, I tell you. At any rate, it took a few bruises, but I set the record straight.
A few bruises?
I traveled to Rookwaro and met with the chieftain in front of everyone. Freyr swatted at me just to see if I was real or not. I was real, and while it was a light swat, Wookiees are terribly strong. I was knocked out cold for a day. The Wookiees all thought it was quite funny.
Why didn't you stop the slavery of the Wookiees then?
At first, when the slavers took to hunting down lone Wookiees in the fringes of the Shadowlands, I did my best to divert them. Later, when Shundar made his deal, I didn't see any point. I wasn't here to save them from their own sad follies, after all.
Wasn't it all a bit primitive for you?
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply.
And you didn't receive any news from the outside?
What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees.
The Wookiees?
The Wookiees. Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call.
You sound quite fond of them.
I suppose I am in a way, despite the smell. For a race of gardeners, they've developed quite interestingly.
Gardeners?
You remember the alien computer, correct? Kashyyyk was meant to be an agricultural planet. The Wookiees were made for a reason, or at least that's what I'm thinking. But I'm an old man who's had a long time to develop that opinion, so don't argue with me. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, attack would eat you.
Attack is not that aggressive, bro. Actually, hold up. Hey, give me some granadas again. Granadas? Granadas. Okay, there we go. That's for the granadas. Now we just need the adrenals and the spikes. Hi, mission.
Hey there.
Security spike.
No problem.
Security spike.
Nope.
There we go. 11 security spikes again. This is like an infinite source of income. I can like spam this and have like a million credits. Adrenals. And this is very fun, I know. Okay, that's it. Now let's see if he's ready to give us some med packs, or if not yet.
Got something.
Do I still have too much?
How many could that?
Yep. I still have too many med packs. How sad. Truly, I cry every time. Okay, let's go to Dantooine. Oh, of course, you're gonna... Okay. Nice music, so we're not gonna get attacked. We're on Dantooine now. Now, Jolee, I'm sure, will tell me something more, either about himself or about this place.
Got something.
Do you know?
It's a ship.
Oh, come on, shut up. So if you like the Sheik so much, why did you want to leave?
Are we back to that again?
I want a reason. Oh, no. Am I really all that interesting to you?
What's the best way for me to approach this? Perhaps it's time for a little story.
Oh no, not another story.
You just keep quiet there, you. I've had to put up with all your busybody questions, haven't I? Well, now you listen to a story, damn it. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the story. You almost made me forget about it. Nice try, but I'm not that old just yet. Now then, a young man sees a terribly venomous snake in his small village. Nervous, he watches the snake carefully until it leaves. The young man follows the snake into the forest. He clears the branches out of its path and helps it over obstacles. He even works to keep it fed.
That is a very long story.
Shush! Many nights pass, and still the young man continues to follow the snake. He even follows it into the sands of the great desert. In the desert, the snake eventually grows hungry. It turns and bites the young man, its poison quickly working its way into his system. Finally, curious, the snake looks at the boy as he lays dying and asks, "Why were you foolish enough to follow me all the way out into the desert?" The boy looks back and replies, "Did I follow you? I thought I was leading you away from everyone else." And then he died.
Am I supposed to be the snake?
Well, now, that's what I wanted to see for myself.
Are you saying you're frightened? What's your judgment so far?
I've told you before that you have a destiny before you. This does not mean, however, that your future is already written. They are not the same thing. You have the choice of which direction you take your destiny in. More than engine-sucking Andor, certainly. But even he had a choice. So far, you've chosen to take the lighter path. Can you stay that course, even through the challenges ahead? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not here to judge you or tell you which path to take. I'm here ready to offer you my help, should you ask for it. I do that because I think it's important. More important than remaining in my home and pretending the galaxy doesn't exist. That's why I'm here.
Thank you, Jolee. I'm glad you came.
I'm rather glad I came too, really. You're a fine young lad. I hope things turn out well for you. Now then, I've chatted enough for one lifetime. Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Does this mean he's done with his chatting? Wow, actually he is. That's it. I am surprised about that. Okay. He doesn't have anything more to say,
Yeah,
right?
what are you...
No.
You're...
Okay. Let's go out and bring him to the Jedi Council. I wonder what they will say. I also want to see how much the computer spikes cost here to see how much money I wasted on Tatooine. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Wow, he doesn't have them. Really, bro? Really? Are we sure this guy doesn't have them? Yes, we are, very sure. Okay.
Got something?
You know anything about this place?
No more than you. Get...
Wow. Grumpy old man. I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen if I bring him before the Jedi Council, but I still like to check. Oh, I killed a Torrentatek. I just came to tell you that I've killed a Torrentatek. Then the galaxy is a better place for it. Every one of those creatures is an abomination and must be exterminated. You've done well, Padawan. But don't let your success blind you to the dangers of these monsters. A Jedi must never become complacent when facing one of the Torrentatek, as you well know. Is there anything else I can do? No, I'll be going. Thanks. Oh shit, I have a red lightsaber. Ignore this. I'm just holding it for my friend, okay? It's his, not mine. Thanks for understanding. I don't think we're gonna have anything to say though, but we'll check, because I never actually went back after I left. Jar?
May the Force be with you.
Wow, very talkative.
As well that you are still alive, Padawan, in that you have not yet managed to fail us.
I'm sorry, Master.
The Council has placed the...
Shut up.
You must not fail in you and Master.
Greeting
You?
as you...
I'll be going now. Okay, so they have nothing to say. I just want to see if there's one thing that I'm remembering correctly. And that is that the two guys, what are the names? Raheja and, Shen? Yeah, that Shen and Raheja are over here. Is it? Because they're just gonna have to thank me. Nobody here. Who the hell is this? Oh, her. My god.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if I'd lost him.
It's...
Oh, it's just so good to have him back. We're just gonna go right home.
Oh, right.
Don't worry.
Please kill me.
That monotone voice though. Please kill me. Okay, that's enough. That was way funnier. I thought that was way funnier than it actually was. Please kill me. I'm starting to think that it wasn't the best choice for him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. It's been great fun doing this on Kashyyyk. Although Kashyyyk's been done like a couple of episodes ago, I would reckon. But yeah, afterwards we're gonna move to Manan, where we're gonna finish and trigger mania quests. And yeah, like, comment, favorite, share, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, force them to watch, threaten them with death, force choke them, use their lightning, torture them, put them in stasis, do whatever you need to, just have fun. Anyway, we'll see you next time, and enjoy. Bye guys.